How can you determine an original World War II patch from a cheap reproduction? Here in front of me I have two 2nd Infantry Division patches, one original and one reproduction. Take a moment and see if you can guess which is which. Right, as expected, the left one is a reproduction. So how can you tell? This brings us closer to what we call the first look. The first look is something everyone should do right away. You'll notice that the original patch has much more muted and faded colors, where the reproduction looks very vibrant and modern. The embroidery on the edge of the reproduction is thick and very pronounced, while on the original it has a softer, more subtle edge. At first glance the difference is quite obvious. But what if I made this reproduction patch aged, sun-faded and made to look convincing? Would you still be able to tell? Maybe not. And that's completely normal. Many people take the first look and make the decision there. But that's not something I recommend. The first look should always be your first step, not your only one. The next thing I always do is feel the patch. Here you can clearly feel that the reproduction is very stiff. You can easily hold it upright on its own. The embroidery feels thick and slightly plasticky, especially on the emblem itself. An original World War II patch, on the other hand, feels completely different. It's essentially just a piece of fabric. It's soft, flexible and flimsy, yet surprisingly strong. Even higher-end reproductions tend to be noticeably stiffer than originals. That's just how modern manufacturing works. So feeling the patch is an extremely important step. Next, we look at the color of the base layer, which is crucial not only to identify reproductions, but also to date original patches. As you can see here on my original World War II 2nd Infantry Division patch, the base fabric is tan. This is a strong indicator that a World War II era patch. During World War II, patches were commonly embroidered on a tan or olive drab fabric. The patch was embroidered onto this fabric and then cut out by hand, sometimes leaving a visible border or sometimes almost none at all. Often you'll see the base fabric in small gaps or holes in the embroidery, like you can see here on mine. This is called a flat edge or cut edge patch and is typical for patches made between the 1920s all the way up to the 1950s. In the 1950s, like during the Korean War, the United States Army decided to change the color of the base layer to whatever color the back of the patch was, to shorten the overall embroidery time. So simply looking at the color and material of the base layer, you can immediately help you distinguish a World War II patch from a Korean War era example. Using these steps, we've now successfully identified an original 2nd Infantry Division patch from a cheap reproduction.